Well, I did make it home with that bad alternator all the way home. So now it's time to change it out. I'm gonna take it off, that way I don't pay a core charge. So, I mean, Mr. Daniel here, if you guys don't know where an alternator is, it's where his fingers are down there, right there. Belt's already off of it, and on the Sprinter it's pretty easy. Oh, let's see if we can get a shot at it. Right here, this is the alternator. So we got 4 bolts on top, and then we got a couple other connections. Connection right there on the bottom. So we'll get all this connection stuff off and then pull it off. You got all the bolts off?
Just the bottom ones, top ones are left.
Okay.
I think you have to do it with the wrench on top because the extension's too big.
Okay, well, we'll do it with the wrench. No big deal. This turbocharger intercooler hose needs to be changed out too, because we've got a bit of a leak. Used to not have a leak. Other one got switched out. That video never made it when I broke down in Montana. So that one, I already fixed that one. Now it's time to get some of these connectors off, and that's it. We'll get this alternator taken off. Where's this one? I think the new one comes with it.
Just in case, always. Can't pull your ground off here.
Take it off.
Wait, can I even? Yeah, okay, you have 2 grounds on here actually.
I think that's 2 positives.
Is it?
Yeah, grounded. There is no ground in there.
Oh, okay. Because I know there's a shorter cord and there's this fat one. Okay.
Got them both? It's okay, just pull them down slowly. And then we need to, one more. We've got one more bolt left right there, and then we need that. Where is it at?
12. Somewhere over here.
Is this the 12?
Star.
12.
Okay.
Do you need an extension?
I can try it without the extension.
Here. Just make sure it doesn't fall on your face. I'll come to help you and hold it. We're close. Just need to, if it's tight, then you just wiggle this around.
Yeah.
Didn't you change one of these for your friend?
Mm-hmm.
Was it easy?
Yeah. This will sit on top.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm. That's how it sits in my car.
It's also on top?
Yeah. They're right in the middle. Wiggle this a little bit.
Is it coming out?
It's easier with this. Here, you don't need to hold it yet. It's still in there.
No, Miss Olivia.
Hey, it's
Hey,
yours.
don't touch it.
What's that?
Coming up?
Z.
Still.
Yeah?
Can't see anything. Hold your hand.
Thanks. No, give that back to me. Thank you.
So, power supply and
Why is it?
the dentist is gonna pick up tomorrow. Because I think he's picking up power supply and the helium socket. They want power supply to be dropped off in that Fayetteville, Arkansas, which is like 30 miles I think from the border. So instead we should do it for that. Is that fine?
It's fine.
Because I don't think they'll pay more than that.
Probably not.
You throw Papa's camera. That's it. This will help me.
Should them be coming out?
This will help me.
Should have probably done those first. Got it? Yep. So this is supposed to be a 7-tooth. Okay?
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 5, 6 teeth. How do you know if it's bad or not? Supposed to twist both ways?
What color are the wires?
What do you mean?
Are the wires still inclined inside?
What do you mean, what color are the wires?
Well, all this. Usually these will get bad. Just everything inside. It's kind of hard to tell with casing on it. It's supposed to twist it both ways.
See how it's not the other way? Like if you go one way, skips.
Might be bad bearings.
No, at least we made it home. Got it off. Now I gotta go run to the store. This is a still Mercedes original.
Yeah.
Boys, Mercedes original. Look at this. See the Mercedes sign? Wow. 200 and what? 50,
Like
what was that?
230,000
230,
miles.
230,000 miles. A little over that, but
good.
30-ish. And now the first alternator's gone bad. Well, it's a $45 core, so you gotta make sure you take it off and go. That way you don't make 2 trips. Then it's really not worth it. So I'm gonna put it in a bag, go wash my hands, and go right out and grab it. $305 for a new one, plus tax. Get this put in, take maybe an extra another 20 minutes.
Let's put it back on, yeah.
Yeah, and then we're done. So, but the main part is this didn't break down all the way on the road. I started having the light. If your battery light comes on in a Sprinter van, you guys got to know that that's what it's from. It's because
the only reason the light will turn on.
it's because your alternator is bad. It's not putting out the amperage that it needs to put out and the voltage to charge your battery, your main one. And mine only has one battery. I should put a second one in, but it works good for me for now. It still keeps my heater for 24 hours, no problem. Works out good. So, okay, enough talking. Let's go get that other one. You guys don't get enough driving around in the Escalade, do you? I wish they'd make a van as a luxury type of a work van, you know? That way if somebody really wants to be a baller, they could have an Escalade work van. or you know, something really luxurious just like it. So I don't know. I think some of the older folks and you know, whoever could afford one like that, they'd buy one. But anyway, it's like a half-hour drive for me to go grab that other, or the new alternator, taking the old one with me as a core. There's such a thing as a core. They charge you for a core charge, because they do, I don't know, I think they refurbish them as well and sell them as new, I believe. I'm not really a fan of that. I'd rather have a good working one and brand spanking new one, but I guess sometimes some places they sell them as refurbished as well. So beautiful weather. You guys saw it earlier. We got sunshine and like, what is it showing? 91. This car needs to be washed on the inside. We got a lot of what do they call that? Fairy dust. Fairy dust. Pollen. That's the word I'm looking for. Pollen. All our pine trees. We've got them everywhere here on the eastern side of Washington. So all of them are blooming, and they have that nasty yellow pollen, the stuff that I'm really, really allergic to. That's what's outside. That's what's inside. Every time you open the window inside the house, it gets in. I mean, it's just everywhere. You wash your car, half hour later, what happens?
Gets right back on.
You heard the professional. And he's the professional. He washes cars almost every other day. His car he washes. He washes ours too, here and there when we ask him. Here's what the new one looks like, nice and shiny. With a lifetime warranty these days is how they come. And that's what it looks like. We'll attach just like this. And that's it. We'll see if the light comes off. Guys, let me know how you change your alternators if you already haven't, or if you haven't, or if you plan to, or whatever. Basically, the number one way to know, and this is over my 9-year experience. I know my father on the old one, well, older, he had a 2014 van, and he had a issue like that, and I had some other drivers. Basically, they just kept driving until, you know, they could replace it at home, till they get home. And so some of them, on a 2014 van, on a 4-cylinder, I can tell you that people got over 2,000 miles before they had to actually replace it, because it wasn't working at all anymore. It wasn't charging the battery at all. I had a 2008. The last time I had an issue with an alternator, it's actually even on the channel. I made it all the way to my driveway, and the van just stalled and died, and that's it. Wouldn't start up, because either way, even if you have it running and it's not charging, either way, it still uses power for the computer, for the ECU, for everything, for anything you do. Still uses a little bit of power, so you still need to have some kind of power. It's not an old dirt bike or tractor or something like that you could just, you know, kickstart or push start and it's gonna, you know, run. It doesn't work that way. So let me know if you guys have ever changed one out and how long you actually drove on it, because as soon as my light came on, I got about 170 miles on it. So you're on a Sprinter, you guys are gonna get the light, the battery light, the red one is gonna turn on, and that means right there that it's not providing the correct amount of voltage.
You were
charging volts.
You were watching your voltage with the.
And I was watching my voltage with my, I don't know what you call it, with my little inverter. It's an inverter slash charger slash, you know, whatever. You can plug in two things of whatever you want on there, as far as like a wall plug-in, 120 volt, and the rest of it is actually just charging phone or whatever, USBs and all that kind of stuff. But it actually shows on that unit that I have, and on my old one, I still have another one that I used before this. It shows what the battery voltage is, so it's really nice to know. So if you guys are having that kind of an issue or worried about your battery voltage going low, easy way to do it is it's a cigarette lighter plug-in. You can buy it on Amazon, and it shows the actual voltage of the battery, so it makes it nice. We're gonna get home, install this thing, and we're on the way to happiness. Maybe pick up another load sometime this week, maybe not, we'll see. There was actually another load to Nevada that I bid, and I didn't want to go, but I bid it super high, and I was going to take that white Econo line in case I did get it, because it was 2 smaller packages. So, but we ended up not getting it, so it's okay, no big deal. Okay, we're back in action. I don't think I'm going to bore you guys with all the little details of how to put it on and how we're screwing it on and all that kind of stuff. So you see it now like this. Next thing you're going to know is you're going to see it already on with a belt on it and everything else. Almost there, peeps. Just need to tighten the bolts. Then we're going to need to put on the connections, 2 wires, tighten that down, and then put the belt back on, and we're done. We didn't take the whole serpentine belt off all the way. All we did was just take it off the alternator itself. Just got to loosen the pulley, and we're putting it on, and we're good. Okay, it's in there. Gonna give it a start. Make sure the belt's on good. Yep. Oh, hold on. The way to do this, there's a disconnect cable. I'll show you guys where it is right here. It's the big power in a Sprinter. It's under by the gas pedal right here. So you gotta put this back on. Now you got full power to everything. That's funny, that cap flew right off of it. The cap that we put on it, it just flew right off of it.
Oh, I thought it was right there.
Not that cap.
Don't clip on anywhere. Plastic's getting in the way.
No, the cap from the store, yeah. Okay, shut it out, Daniel. Something's wrong. Belt is like all over the place. Belt is not on over here.
Where?
Up on top. Look.
Oh yeah, it jumped off. Why did it jump off?
Куда я знаю?
The cap's under. I see it. I see the cap. It's on the floor.
Gonna try round 2. We must have just had it on one of the little pulleys. I can't stick my finger in there. I don't want to get it chopped off. Anyways, one of the little pulleys had the belt wasn't secure on it anyways. So you gotta always check to make sure. We're good now. We'll give it a little gas. Yeah. Just to make sure. Yeah, battery light not coming on?
Nope.
Then we got a good alternator. And that's what the problem was.
14.0.
14.0 volts too is what it's pushing. That's what we need. That was the problem. Problem fixed. Thank you guys for watching. If your battery light comes on in your Sprinter, that means go and pick yourself up a alternator right away. Don't waste time, just pick one up. That way if you do break down, at least on the road, you're gonna have it with you. So that way you can get it changed out. It's pretty easy change. If you have yourself a roof AC, that's a different type of unit. Then you're gonna have to take off the condenser. Is it? No, it's not called a condenser. AC pump for the head unit, for the overhead. You're gonna have to take that off, and you won't have any AC. You have to redo all of it, and it's a pain in the butt. I used to have one. Huh?
Is that what we did?
Yeah, I used to have one in a silver van.
Ah, that's what we did.
So it had two separate. It has two separate radiators and two separate pumps. So like,
You have to pull apart the whole front
yeah.
end.
So one, the roof one was not going to work until you recharge your whole AC, and it's a pain in the butt. Trust me.
You like did it once and then you let it all out and then did it again.
Yeah, I put it in like 3 times or whatever, or 4 times. I ended up having to go buy one of those huge, like a 5-gallon or 1 gallon. It's a 1 gallon, right?
I don't remember.
Whatever, gallon and a half, 2 gallon things, big old thing. Then I have hoses too for that, so I can always recharge any system I need to recharge. So take care, guys. God bless. We'll see each other next time. Mark, you want to be in the video? There you go. Mark's right here. He wants to be the top star. I think we're good. Are we good, guys? Let me know. Write it in the comments. What do you think? Everything's spinning. Nothing's coming off. I think we're good. Just gonna go on a quick little couple mile drive just to make triple sure, and problem solved.